hi Sam.
Hi Nadia.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Same here. So this is Sam. He's the person that I'm talking about, and I just want to have like a brief conversation with him to just get a gist of whether or not he would be the perfect fit for Ken and Mimi. All right?
That's okay.
So tell me, Sam, what don't people know about you?
I mean, that's a very hard question because I think I'm very public about my life. But for me, I'll just say I'm a very passionate person, someone who loves what I do. I love working with young people. I'm very, critical. I look at things and see how do we actually make things better. I also have very keen on like impact as well, right? I don't want to live like a boring life and be like, I was just there, I was another person, but I want to actually leave like an impact and legacy with people as well. That's me.
Well, that's a good fit. And now let me tell you, so as you know, Ken and Mimi is like my baby. It's something that I started and we grew it from nothing to what it is today. And of course, it's had like, I would say what? A 2 year, no, cannot 2, 1.5 year gap or 1 year gap. So what is it about you that you believe that Ken and Mimi would go to greater heights?
Well, I mean, first of all, we have to appreciate like the work that you guys did. So that's so much. Like you laid the foundation for us to actually stand and be able now to, let's say, re-energize the movement as well. And for me, I believe that I have the energy to now bring it to a next level, right? To see how we can actually leverage the power of young people, bring more stakeholders on board, and see how we actually be more creative and really tangibly empower young people. Like through Ken, maybe we can actually count and say we impacted this amount of young people to actually be better versions of themselves. So me, I believe that I'm a good fit for it. I'm able to now bring my energy with my team, with the network I've been done. Over the past 4 years, I've worked with young people from the university life to both locally and globally. So I've been able to gain perspective about how do we actually meaningfully interact with young people. And I think this is like the next step in the journey, take over at Ken and Mimi.
Okay. That's convincing enough. And I think so for me, I don't really have much expectations from you guys, other than just upholding Ken and Mimi to be what it is, not only for yourself and your team, but also for the entire, I would say, young people as well. And the beauty about Ken and Mimi is that it's very diverse. So how you lead the way, it's how the campaign or the program will be able to like entangle itself with other people, right? And so, I don't know, do you have any questions for me?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of questions, but I think maybe one of the biggest things would be like, what would be your advice to like me as a incoming ED to say how do we actually make this program very impactful? Like you are able to like, when you're creating something from scratch, it takes a lot of energy, creativity. So how do we actually get to the next level? What's your advice to me, even my team, and to young people joining us in this movement? How can they be part of this journey and contribute to it as well?
I think the beauty about Ken and Mimi is that you guys have a very solid foundation. I mean, think about a program that was really just given a green light by a former president 10 months into inception. So the fact that it has that as a layover, and then together with the young people who have been there, and I've introduced you to some young people who I've been working with. Those are people who are going to help you out. But the most important one is just transparency, consistency, and focus. If you have these things, you'll be able to take Ken and Mimi to greater heights. And it's not rocket science. It's just you have to believe in it for it to work for you, and not for you to work towards it.
Lovely. I think maybe the parting shot to be more like the next 2-3 years. Where do you hope to see Ken and Mimi? What would you like to see? Because you'll be coming in as our patron. So what do you hope to see in the next 2-3 years?
I think I would hope to see some Ken and Mimi volunteers or people who are part of the program as the leaders who are championing policy, the leaders who are advocating for, climate justice and climate rights, but also advocates for social justice and just being the leaders that we need. I hope for that.